When people think about Eastern Kentucky, they think about the mountains. We're really the gateway to Appalachia and the rest of Eastern Kentucky. It's so beautiful here. We've got the hills and hollers, the forests in every direction. We have the Red River Gorge right next door, and you couldn't ask for a better place to be. The coal industry pretty much drove the entire economy of Eastern Kentucky for a long time. And even though there were no mines here in Estill County, all that coal coming out of the hills ran right through here on the railroad. The coal mines and the railroads were definitely the #1 employers in the entire region. The L&N is where it all started. The town of Ravenna wouldn't be here without the L&N Railroad. They needed so much infrastructure and support that they built their own town to support the railroad operations here in Estill County to handle all of that coal coming out of Eastern Kentucky.
When I was growing up, coal was king, and the L&N was what moved it all. It's a small town, and it's backed by the hills, and the sound was when the trains were coupling, and just that thud, 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 thud. It's almost like thunder. But that all changed, and I really think that Eastern Kentucky needs something to hope for.
Wherever you fall in the debate over coal, you can't argue the fact that the decline in coal production in Eastern Kentucky has had a huge economic impact on all of these communities, whether they have mines, whether the railroad built up that community because of the coal loads. And over the last decades, it's taken a long time, but that decline has really hit a lot of our communities hard. And I tell you, we're really looking for something to be hopeful about.
You know, there's a commercial on TV that says that coal keeps the lights on. Well, the L&N did more than keep the lights on. They kept food in your belly, they put clothes on your back. We were a coal town, although there is not a coal mine in Estill County. But again, we're here because all the coal up in that area, the L&N had the contract for it, and it had to come through here. So when CSX, the systems consolidated, L&N was no more, so they could take that coal down through Pikeville and down the eastern seaboard. And then after the merger, it was just plain economics. It was not economically feasible. Then our coal wash shut down. The last major unit trains that came through here, if you looked on the side of them, they went to Georgia. And then after that, there hasn't been, other than for storage, there hasn't been a train through here. I think September will be maybe 2 years since a train has come through here, but we've survived.
The board of directors of Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation started looking at sites to restore 2716. We were looking all throughout Kentucky, particularly central Kentucky, and just didn't find anything that would really suit our purpose. But when we made the trip to Ravenna for the first time and came across the Green Bridge there across the Kentucky River and saw the steam rising off the mountains, we knew that we needed to find a way to make Estill County our home. Upon talking to all the locals and realizing that everybody in Estill County and the entire region has some tie to the railroad, most of them are second, third generation retired railroaders themselves, we knew Estill County would be our home.
The Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation is a Kentucky-based 501c3 public charity, and we're interested in helping revitalize the economy of Eastern Kentucky through railroad-related activity. And the hallmark of our endeavor is to restore historic steam locomotive number 2716. It was built 75 years ago, and it has a history of being in Eastern Kentucky. It was operated almost exclusively in Eastern Kentucky, and to bring it back and to revitalize it is kind of a way of saying we can make Eastern Kentucky what it once was through different channels. And we feel like that 2716 showing up in Ravenna and Estill County and in Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia is really a big deal, and we're excited to partner with corporations such as CSX and the R.J. Corman Railroad Group to show what we can do and what we can do for the communities.
CSX is a much larger company, and over time, as the economy has changed, they haven't needed this area as much from a business standpoint. So to see them look at us, little old Estill County, little old Eastern Kentucky, and say, you know what, we want to invest in this community that has been good to us for so many years. It's heartwarming. to see a corporation to reach out, and you can really feel the sort of the human influence there. It's amazing.
We're bringing about some change in an area that badly needs it. The Kentucky Steam Heritage Center will be a center point of Ravenna, Kentucky. It's in an area that we've recognized that needs a hand up. CSX is proud to stand by and give that hand up. And we're really looking forward to seeing the area turn around and become very vibrant again. It's already showing signs of it, just what little we've done already, and it's terrific. The thing that sets the Kentucky Steam Group apart is the fact that they have a plan. They're just not a bunch of dreamers. They actually have a written down goal, and that they're realistic in their goals. They're not trying to do a wide expanse and save everything under the sun. They've got a very intimate goal of it that they've had. They've stated it to us, and it's a very realistic goal. So CSX is proud to help the Kentucky Steam Heritage Corp, and we look forward to working with them in the future for some potential fun stuff. And we look forward to revitalizing Eastern Kentucky, which is the main goal.
All of us here at Kentucky Steam are excited to announce that 2716 will be moving on July 26th through 28th from New Haven, Kentucky to here in Ravenna. And we want to make sure that everybody is aware of it and has a good time chasing it and is safe. We need to make sure that the people that come see it and photograph it have a great experience, but at the same time respect the fact that it's moving on live rails. And the only way that we can continue to do things like this with CSX, with RJ Corman, and just throughout the nation in general with Class 1s is to be safe and respectful of railroad property. That being said, the only way this could have happened was with creative collaboration, and it's been great working with both CSX and RJ Corman because they get that this is more than just a train. It's got regional implications for economic development, et cetera. So, the actual move itself is going to be a big deal because it shows literal movement of our project, and getting 2716 here is going to be kind of the calling card for us, saying, hey, not only are we doing what we're doing here in Ravenna, but the engine showing up here is kind of like saying, hey, we've arrived, and this is where the project is now, and this is where it's going to be going. And it speaks a lot to the people that we've dealt with at both RJ Corman and CSX of getting the entire vision of it. Kentucky Railway Museum, they own 2716, so when we approached them about leasing and operating the locomotive 3.5 years ago, we knew that we were going to have a symbiotic relationship. We were going to have to coexist in the same space. Though we're in a different part of the state, we're still very much connected. And the biggest and probably the hallmark of our collaboration is the excursion that we're going to run, and a joint effort to get 2716 out of KRM down here to Ravenna. So we're excited to continue that.
We've gone from boom to bust, so to speak, and I think this would be a resurgence, a boom. It's going to breathe life back into this community. I truly believe that.
Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation owes everything to both our corporate sponsors like CSX and RJ Corman. This is only the beginning, folks. 2716 arriving in Ravenna is only the beginning of this 4-year vision that we've had for Kentucky Steam Heritage to transform not only Estill County, but transform the entire region and give Kentucky something to be proud of.